Hi, good morning. It is Saturday at 10:36 a.m. and we have just arrived back from Walmart because today is going to be a really good treat. No pun intended. So, we're going to be baking a nice little warm autumnal treat. Today we're going to be baking a pumpkin pie as we chit chat with you guys about, what are we talking about, Brittany?
Relationships.
Yay!
Oh.
You ordered it, we're gonna deliver it.
So yeah, we just wanted to talk about, because Jada just recently got married, and I would have almost been married for 2 years in October.
Time flies.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about just relationships and what take place in our struggles, highs, lows, and all the above. So if you are interested in that concept, make sure you thumbs up this video, like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna get right into it. Oh wow, that's not the direction I was going.
Okay.
Disney.
Oh,
Anyway,
wait.
we're done.
No.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you what we got for our pumpkin pie that we're making. So we got the pie crust, then we got the actual pumpkin puree, which I didn't know they had the directions literally on the back of this can. That was so helpful. So we found what stuff we needed. Got ground cinnamon, ground loaves, and a pumpkin pie spice. So we're gonna try to finesse it because it called for ground ginger and we didn't have that. So we're gonna try to use this instead. And then whipped cream for the topping, period. Got granulated sugar and then evaporated milk. And I also got these Dr. Teals that has nothing to do with this video, but I needed it for my feet. So we're gonna start getting things together and talk about relationships.
Yeah.
Okay guys, waiting for Jada because she's putting her hair up. I'm gonna start. Okay, mix dry ingredients in a small bowl. I wish we had another camera to show you what we were doing, but that's fine. Okay, so we need 3/4 cup of granulated sugar because we had to mix these.
Okay.
I can't open it. Oh, my nails. Oh, my nails.
Oh.
I can't get it. I could open it from the top or a knife, but
the opening is not opening.
yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna ghetto rig it and open the top.
That's fine. We need 3/4 cups of this. We're gonna do 3 of the 1/4. Math class. I remembered that.
I don't.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the salt.
What do we need?
1 tablespoon, half tablespoon of salt. So we're gonna talk about this once we get all these measurements together because I can't focus and do these at the same time.
Is this enough?
That's good. 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Let's go.
Ground cinnamon.
This is how much.
It's not open.
You did this one too. Society.
We would be getting chopped right now.
Very much. And we're moving slow.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we need a half tablespoon of the ginger, which we don't have, so we will be using pumpkin spice instead. You got that oil on my shirt.
So sorry. How did I get
Why
in
did I
your
wear
shirt?
white? I don't know.
Why did you wear white while we
I have
were
no
baking?
idea.
I'm not even looking at measurements. I'm just waiting for you to tell me what to do.
Great.
I'm excited for the mixing.
Yeah. Tablespoon.
Question.
So-
How are we going to open that?
You have a can opener?
Excuse me.
It is.
Oh my God.
This video was gonna be done.
How are we going to get this open? I didn't recall having a can opener, but we do.
Mix dry ingredients in a small bowl. Beat eggs in large bowl. Stir in pumpkin and dry ingredient mixture. Gradually stir in milk. Oh, the milk. Okay.
You know we have a mixer, right? A mixer machine.
We should probably start talking about relationships at this point.
Yeah. It's just so much to focus on.
Yeah.
You know, I think because we don't know what we're doing, if we knew how to bake what we were baking, this would be more of a conversational situation. Okay, start talking.
You guys saw Jada just got married. She's the second sister. They got married. I'm the first because I'm the best trendsetter, obviously.
My first 2 weeks were a transition. Okay, so after I said I do, it was great. The wedding went beautifully.
Okay, so how do you feel after these past 2 weeks?
After the past 2 weeks, I feel good. I feel like it's definitely a transition from being like staying here with the girls. Now I'm waking up to a man, which is definitely different. But I mean, it wasn't very hard to get used to him per se because we've known each other for 5+ years. So it was kind of like just moving in with your bestie, pretty much. We do some things differently, which I'm still kind of getting used to because I like my way of things being done. And when they're not, I'm like, well, what are you doing? That's incorrect. But nonetheless, it's been cool. It's been cool.
Do you like feel like you're married? Like,
do I feel like I'm married?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, it feels like how you're as Christian girlies. You know how you just can't live with your man like before you get married.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to get used to like register in my brain like, oh, this is okay.
Oh.
Like you actually are supposed to live with him kind of situation. But it does feel different. It does feel.
It smells like fall.
It smells like a candle.
This is just the dry ingredients. And it smells like fall.
Smells so good. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like I'm married once it's time to go to sleep because y'all go to the same bed, you know. But like during the day, he's pretty much gone. He has to work, and then I have to go to work. So it's kind of like you don't really feel like that until the weekend when you actually are in there with him, kind of thing. But yeah, obviously there was some little, you know, disagreements, but that's normal when you first, because y'all are blending as one, so that's expected. But yeah, should I even rate it?
I mean,
I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's
I've had fun. This is fun. And then we're kind of like building our house together. So we just built the couch yesterday, and then we got a coffee table and TV and stuff like that. So that's fun for me. I like doing that. That's fun.
While she was talking, I mixed the eggs and the dry ingredients, and I'm mixing the puree of the pumpkin.
Like baby food.
Yeah. So we're probably. I see why they said larger bowl, because you're mixing all 3 of those things in one bowl. Oh, I guess we should use that bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it over here. No, the reason why I asked that because when I got married, it felt like I wasn't married. Like I couldn't believe what I had just did. Like I had just married somebody.
Yeah, it is that part. I feel like it's phases. Almost like a disbelief, like did I actually get married? I felt like that the night after I got married, because I'm like, oh wow, that actually. Speaking of marriage,
Wow.
one sec.
That's what it's looking like, guys. It's looking good. Go out the top. I'm like, I'm literally making this and you're gone.
I'm sorry because I told him that I would have my phone on. See, that's the thing about this this is a whole different arena.
Wow.
I told him I would have my phone by my side because he needed to call me. Anyway.
Okay. Do you even think we need to mix it though? Because it's blending pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think we need to.
Okay. But we need to open this. Okay. And then you can, either I can pour it in, you can stir. Because it said to pour it in gradually. So you have to mix it and pour. Yeah, so, what was we talking about? How do you feel now that you don't live here anymore with your sisters? Was that a big...
That was a big thing. Because I feel like the attachment was kind of like... It has to be some kind of separation. because now I have a husband, so it was kind of weird because I'm used to just being around girls. So I mean, I did kind of get choked up like when I walked in here one day after work because I had to get some stuff that I had left, and I walked into my room. That was kind of like an emotional situation. It was kind of like when we moved away from mom's house, kind of choked up situation. But you know, I don't cry, so
Okay.
yeah, that was different because it's like, wow, I don't live here anymore. Like I actually moved on to another phase of my life.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you think about this stuff when you were a kid, and then now you're here, and it's like, I didn't know it feel like that.
Yeah. I think I got used to it now just because it's been almost 2 years.
Well, how did you feel when you did?
It was really separation anxiety.
Definitely, because we've been in each other's lives for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Your whole life.
And it's always been us. And to not it just be us, like we included another additional person into that. It was just weird.
Yeah. And then the blending of his family as well as like them having expectations, and like you're like not used to that because you're only worried about you and yours per se. So that's kind of an adjustment too.
Yeah.
Because if I'm really being honest, I'm all about my mama, my daddy, my sisters. I'm not about nobody else. So it's like that's an adjustment. It was that. I don't know how you felt about that.
Probably the same.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a good thing, and it's also a bad thing because you're supposed to blend the families, and you're supposed to like at least be cordial with each other, and you know, because eventually when you get married, you're gonna have kids, and your kids know, so they gonna be their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles, whatever.
Yeah.
So looking at that aspect, yeah, but in that moment, it just, everything is so new and so fresh.
Yeah.
And like you just, it's adjusting. You're adjusting, just being with a whole new person, and to adjust with their family as well is a lot as well. So they want this whole can.
Oh, the whole, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's kind of watery, but
should we continue?
Maybe it is.
Okay.
Well, because if it's evaporated milk, that don't mean it's gonna evaporate.
Evaporate? I don't know. Are we just gonna say that? How much left do we got of it? A lot?
Like probably a third left.
I mean, it just look creamy. I guess it's gonna evaporate when it bakes, right? Because it gotta be fluffy.
That's it. I ain't gonna put the.
Okay.
That's fine. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How, for people that are watching and that, you know, maybe dating or not dating, how did you know this was your person?
How did I know?
Yeah, like this is like, you just knew, like, this is who God sent me to be with.
Well, the first thing, but it took me a while to notice, is that the way that he came back from college, because he was going to school when we had arrived at the church.
Oh.
And so when he was going to church, going to school, I was going to the church, and then he ended up coming back, like taking a break from school at the exact time that I came to the church. And also, after that, how high do I go?
I have no idea. Now I'm regretting it. I think we put too much milk.
But maybe it'll bake.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Okay, keep going. This is what it's looking like. Hold on. Whilst you.
Okay.
This is what it's looking like. It is a bit light, but we're thinking it's going to be fine. Okay?
Okay. I also noticed that we had very weird things in common, like everything to a T. Like some stuff that usually other people would not like, he liked. And then I felt like some sense of, it's kind of like that thing like where you just know there's a sense of safety and like I'm just fixing to be hot. There's a sense of safety and like a no. You just get a no in like you just know in your spirit. It's very hard to explain. And then also because our callings align. I'm meant to teach. He's meant to teach. We don't know what we're teaching. That's still to be unfolded. Mm-hmm. But I should have let you know.
That's fine.
This is very scary.
Very.
Okay, wait. Oh, it's on the crust. I don't know if this is supposed to be that watery. The culinary students are cringing.
Very much.
But we are just going to go with the flow here.
Okay. So it said to put it in for 15 minutes at 425, and then we're supposed to lower it after 15 minutes to 350 for it to cook 30 to 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is just, that's not even the light. Wow.
oh wow, it's been that long.
Yeah. Oh, that's much better. See, gosh, that's just gonna give me stress. What's fine as long as it gets on the crust. Oh, be careful.
Okay.
Well, it looks nice on camera.
Okay.
Okay.
15 minutes. Okay, we have a couple questions we're gonna answer. If you guys like this type of Q&A thing,
How did you know that he was the one?
Oh, great. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram because we will start trying to do this more.
How did I know he was the one? We were just talking about that. Mm-hmm. I also felt a sense of peace. Usually in my previous situationships, I didn't feel a sense of peace. There was always a sense of worry and doubt and guilt there. And I felt a sense of peace with him, which is crazy because I have very troubling anxiety. But with him, I felt that I was at peace. Every time I was in his presence, it was just like a breath of fresh air. I'm not going to say that our relationship was perfect because it was not. It was not. Yeah. We would argue. It would be some troubles there, but also his communication. I've never, he's never called me out of my name. He's never cheated. He's never ever talked to me in a way that I felt unsafe or degraded. He would always talk to me in love, even though he didn't understand me quite some things, because it comes with maturity. I had to mature as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, his communication style really meshed well with me, and communication is very important if you're going to entertain a relationship. Just so you know, I'm sure you do know that. How else did I know he was the one? I prayed about it. I do that famous prayer. If he is not the one, get him out of my life immediately. Because if God don't answer no other prayer quick, he'll answer that one really quickly. Because I've done that before and the person was gone within the next few days. Wow. Also, they cheated. But
okay.
Yes, I prayed that prayer. He never was gone. There was nothing there to separate us. Even if we were in thick disagreements, we never really separated. It was be mad, talk it out, move on. It was great. So look for that. Communication styles, and it's just like a inner feeling, inner voice, Jesus, that you feel. But the peace was the biggest thing, because if I don't have peace about something, I'd be like, bye.
contradicts.
Yeah. So that's that. Okay, she also asked, did you bring him to Christ or did he already leave Christ in him? Wait, so are you saying, oh, he already had Christ?
I think she's saying, was he saved beforehand?
Was he saved beforehand? I think he was saved. He was saved. But I feel like most of us could grow more in Christ. Mm-hmm. And plus, around that time, going to college, I've never been, but I don't know, like, when you go to college, there's some things, you know, that might keep you, that may not make the bond as tight, you know, so there's that. But he was saved, but, like, all of us, and like myself at that time when I met him, the relationship needed to be strengthened, in which that's another thing too, is that we both were walking with Christ together. We basically grew up together and are still growing up together.
Yeah, he was already saved. Obviously, you know, you grow and mature together because it's supposed to be an iron sharpen iron situation when you marry somebody. I mean, mm-hmm. You're not always going to be at the same level all the time, and I've grown to know that, mm-hmm. and understand that, and it doesn't what is the scripture with the yoke, unequally yoked. It doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, for instance, I pray more than him, as an example, that doesn't mean that we're not equal. Mm-hmm. Like, we're both still, like, striving for the same thing and striving to have a closer relationship with Christ. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're both going to grow and mature. Sometimes I might be down here and he might be up here. So he can help me, bring me up. Or I can be, like, vice versa.
Just a journey.
Yeah.
It's not... Because I used to think, oh, he got to have it all there. Like, the moment I meet him.
Yeah.
But that's not really realistic. In some cases, some people do get that. But I don't want y'all to think that everybody is supposed to be like that.
Right.
And putting, like, your husband on this pedestal, like, you know, like he Jesus. But, you know.
Obviously, if he wasn't saved, that wouldn't have been an option anyway. I did not have to bring him to Christ. Those kind of relationships is kind of risky and tricky. Like, I wanted somebody that's already, okay, you believe Jesus Christ is Lord, XYZ. You know, you are looking to have a close relationship with him. You know, you're going to church, or you're the same as me. Like, we should both have the same goals in life. Yeah. And, like, actually doing it, not just saying this is what you want. Like, you're actually walking it out. Yeah. Like, I can look at you and know that you love the Lord.
Yeah.
That. So.
And then they don't be, like, trying to be saved to be with you.
Right.
Because they will try that. Because I had that before.
And it'll just blow up in your face anyway. So if you can try that if you won't.
Yeah, that's kind of risky. I wouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. As a sister in Christ. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do that because they can play a part for a while and then all of a sudden they like...
I mean, it's just like the scripture where it say, you know the fruit that they bear. If you could just look at their life and see, you'll know if they save or not. Mm-hmm. Ooh, spill the tea, sis. How is married life? Well, Jada answered how her first 2 weeks has been going. My married life, I'll be married 2 years in October. October. It's definitely, I think we had a completely different from your average begin your marriage, start your marriage situation, just because a lot of life had happened prior, so it was very hard and difficult, and up until recently. But it really makes you realize how serious marriage is and the commitment that you made to God and to that person and the vows that you gave to them. So it's like you can't back out because, like, you're literally married. Like, you're literally married. So I'm not gonna say it's been perfect. It's been hard, but it's just nice to do life with somebody that you love and you care about. So that's the tea, sis. The tea is I'm pushing through. It's getting better. It's been difficult. I mean, maybe we'll do another video, like, just stuff. But I would want him to be in a video so he can also say his side. But that's the only tea I have on that. You got any tea you got?
I don't have any tea, but I know that when I argue with him, I realize that I can't go nowhere That's an adjustment because
yeah, I mean you could, but you can't.
But I can't because I still gotta right, and my bed is there with him. So I will say that I have had that little.
But I do believe in breathers. So like I could leave the house and go to your house.
Yeah,
you know, like sometimes you just need to fresh get air, especially if you like cooped up in a small spot together.
Yeah, because we're in an apartment right now, so there's not really much places to go. So it's that for me that I have to adjust with, because when I get mad, I go to a whole nother area and I can, but I can't. But it's just that kind of thing.
And it depends also on your communication style. Yeah,
because he is more of a person who needs to process first.
And I'm like that
and
too.
I'm more of a person, like, I'll process, but like once I've gotten something in my head, I'm ready to talk about it. I'm trying to give him, like, I say 2 days, and that's it.
It's a lot more than he want to give.
Yeah, because hours. I'll give you 2. I used to be the hours person, but I'm trying to give him 2 days to just think. But like if you go longer than those 2 days, that's where I have a problem.
Okay.
So yeah.
See, I can't go that long either, because otherwise I won't remember why I was mad. So I'm like,
he like that too.
I'm just gonna be like,
he like that too. And then for people like me, I'm like, okay, you forgot and you just went on with your life. I'm still have things to say.
Really like Nate.
That's so it's like I'm kind of like that. I'm trying to work on it though, because I realize he does need to process things, and I can't be all up in his face like, you know, we gonna talk. I can't do that. But the thing is, if you wait too long with me, then it's gonna boil. Like I'm gonna be upset.
Thanks.
Yeah. So it's just a communication styles that we're still trying to learn. You know, 5 years, but still, like, we've never been married before. So, it's a whole nother arena.
I will say, I do recommend, well, I'm not going to say I recommend marriage, but I'm saying it is very precious. Oh, wow. We have to, hold on. We need to lower our temp on our pie. Marriage is definitely not for the weak. You definitely learn more about yourself for sure, which is so shocking. But I guess it's just like having a firm relationship. Like you learn more about yourself and how you communicate and how you deal with stuff and your priorities and your goals and stuff if you're dealing with somebody else. Because how will you know another perspective if you only see yours? Like if you don't. Yeah, it's the perspectives for me. Because sometimes you can think, well, their perspective don't make sense. Right.
So it's like,
most of the time it don't.
I'm right. But that's what I be thinking though. It's like, which is not always true, because sometimes I'm not always right. But in the moment I'll be like, that don't make sense. Yeah. That don't make sense.
So that's the tea on our married life. Maybe we could actually do like a full blown like commonly like popular questions about just being married in general. So that can be a whole other video. Somebody asked, did you guys live together prior to marriage? No, I did not. We got our apartment maybe a month before we got married, and he lived there beforehand. So I don't do that, or we don't believe in that, because that leads to other open doors.
I did not live with him because just my personal own conviction, and I just feel like I didn't want to give him wifey treatment, and I wasn't his wife. Absolutely. That's just the way I feel about it. I just feel like I had some kind of standard there, like you have to wife me before I live with you and start washing your drawers. I just feel like I'm not doing it. That's a no for me. It depends on your conviction.
Yeah, and if you are able to withstand the tests and trials.
Because I'm not.
Yeah, so we chose not to do that.
Yeah.
Another question. Ooh, that's a good one. How do you set boundaries while in a relationship?
Don't
have boundaries.
But it's crazy because we talk about boundaries a lot.
You?
Yes. Even like before we got married, like, shoot, what kind of boundary are you talking about? Because
I guess just in general.
Just in general? I'll let you answer that first.
Well, I think it's good to set boundaries in the beginning of your marriage, or beginning like when y'all got engaged or whatever, or the relationship in general, because once you get into it and you're just accustomed to something, then all of a sudden you throw out boundaries and they can be like, what we ain't been doing that. So I think it's good to have a conversation. I'm trying to say, what boundaries do I set? The boundaries, for instance, like if we're in like a disagreement or argument or whatever, I don't allow raising of the voice, because that's a trigger for me, just from like childhood trauma and just like anything, because I will immediately shut down. So
Agreed.
just keeping, like how we're talking now, like, because we're, at the end of the day, we're both adults and nobody's gonna talk to me like I'm a child. So that's one boundary. I'm trying to think.
I don't like walking away from a conversation, like in the middle of a conversation. That's a boundary for me. Or like shutting down would be my boundary, because I feel like if we're in the midst of dialogue, you shutting down is not gonna help me. So like if you need a moment, that's when the like processing comes in. Then like let me know that, instead of just like you not talking about it no more. Like you just get silent.
Yikes.
That kind of thing. Yeah, because he does. Y'all the same. Your mama's the same too. It's just like
crazy.
So it's like more so just communicate. I'm a really big communicator. Like you just say, I need a minute. I can't really process these emotions right now, and I will respect that. I'm trying to think of other boundaries. The other boundaries are more so like, since we are blending families, it's the boundaries within the opposite person's families. Those boundaries are the things we're working on.
But what about the boundaries with your family? Like,
yes. So the thing is, though, y'all haven't really given me no
not yet.
Y'all haven't really given me no problem. So it's like, what would I say? Because y'all really know how to just...
You know what also is a boundary that at least I started now, because I never, like, for me, I don't be talking about stuff that be bothering me as much. I definitely gotten better. But like if we are like going through something, or we're having like some sort of issue, I don't want you going to talk to nobody else outside of us, because first of all, if you tell some, I think it's just
Is that a spider?
It's a spider web.
Trying to get his food.
Yeah. So like for instance, if I had a hard argument with Nate, aka my husband, I don't say that. That sounds nasty. Yeah, and I told my sisters about it and what he did. They gonna be looking at him some type of way now because they know what you did. So I tried to limit that, because I don't want them to look at him a certain way, and it could have just been in the moment, but they not gonna forget.
No, because I'm working on that too. Because I can go on a rant.
Yeah,
I can, because you look. I mean, your sisters is like your friends, so it's like okay. I guess it's that boundary too, because it's like, okay, you can't be saying everything. Like that go down. Some stuff you just
because you have to also protect our relationship, and then you gotta protect this relationship as well. So that's something I have had to learn. But don't get me wrong, I will be telling certain things, but
I mean, because you have to get an outlet, because you can't just be sitting there thinking about it all day. Sometimes you just gotta get it out. But like, I feel like certain information just needs to not.
Especially if we haven't resolved it yet, and you go straight to somebody else, and we haven't dealt with it yet, then that creates a whole bunch of other extra nonsense
and opinions, because you can't have too many. Though, because then that can get like, because you don't have time to think about what you would do in the situation. It's more so what they would do, and then it influences you. So it's that whole I guess that's a boundary. I
mean, there's more. I mean, we're both still technically freshly married, so I'm sure a lot of other married people would give even better advice, but that's just kind of like what we've done so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what other boundaries. There's probably other boundaries that I don't even realize that are a boundary for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just better to talk to each other about everything.
Yeah, communication is key.
Mm-hmm. Like everything. You should be talking about everything pretty much.
I mean, you should, because that's your life partner that you chose to be with
Right,
for the rest
that
of
you
your
don't like it.
life.
So I guess that makes sense.
Because, I mean, your family is still your family, but you part from them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that's who you live with, that's who you talk to. So y'all gotta be together
Yeah.
on it.
So that's all for the questions right now. We'll probably jump back
You didn't answer
in.
one.
I thought I did.
It was, what's the hardest part of having a Christian
Oh,
relationship?
girl, I did not see that question.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part of having a Christian relationship? Probably that it's legally, spiritually binding.
So you can't leave because you done said it
I mean,
before God.
Well, yeah.
Unless there's other things.
Yeah.
That's
Hardest part about having a Christian relationship.
I think praying together. I'm uncomfortable.
And that's for me. It's not. It was in the beginning, but that's how we started off our relationship. We used to pray together every night. So I guess, yeah. But I can see why.
We didn't start like that.
Yeah.
Cause it's like I'm a solo.
Because that's
talk to
intimate.
Jesus.
That's a whole
yeah,
other
that's
thing about
like
being intimate with somebody else.
right. Like what I want to talk to God about. I don't. What I'm talking about you? What if I'm talking about you? Like, but I mean, I guess you wouldn't do that when you pray with them. But it's just a very icky thing for me right now, and has been. Or like when you gotta go to the altar, I don't want you next. Like I want you 2 people down because it's just uncomfortable because it is very intimate.
Yeah.
Like when I'm trying to get something from God and you like right there, or like when I'm praying, what if I stutter?
Oh my God. Did you care to get over that, or that's just how you want to be?
That's just how I want to be. I just want to talk to the Lord by myself, and then I want to pray for Him.
But you can do that as well. But you can do both.
I mean, I'm sure eventually we're gonna have to pray together because
How about y'all just write like a bedtime prayer that y'all just like go over, so just so y'all get like used to praying together, and y'all just like read it.
That'll work. Or I'm a writer.
But y'all don't pray when y'all eat dinner?
Yeah, he do praying though. I make him pray. He's more okay with it than me. I think it's just a personal thing for me. It's just like, that's almost like trying to talk in front of a lot of people to me. That's equivalent of like doing a presentation. Trying to pray in front of him. But it's like,
I mean, that makes sense.
it's different because
it's just being literally intimate in all levels.
In all levels, but I guess it's like if you sleep with him.
Right, why you can't pray with him.
Like, and that's been my thought every time I can't pray with him. I'm like,
you getting undressed.
He done seen you naked, so why you can't pray? I don't know. It's just an ick for me. It may change later on, but as of right now, I just need to get used to everything. If anything, I'll just start writing stuff for him to read, like prayers for him to get kind of used to it. Because I do like send him stuff.
Because he's supposed to be the leader of your home.
And that's why I made him pray before. I made him pray before we got the apartment. I made him pray like when
y'all can take turns. Me and him, we take turns with praying. So like, last night I prayed, so tonight is his night to pray.
I think I'm good at a basic prayer, like intercession.
I'm not about to say you need to go be speaking in tongues, laying on the
and that's a whole nother level of ick for me. Like in tongues, I don't think he even ever heard me in tongues before. So that's a challenging.
Like, and you having to pray for him.
That
is a whole different.
No, that's because I don't know.
So that's your biggest.
Just pray for me.
Part.
Yeah, I might get comfortable eventually, but right now I don't know.
Maybe the hardest part of having a Christian relationship is that realizing that y'all being together is more than just y'all being together. Like it's like actually kingdom work,
like
and stuff y'all gotta do. Like, that was the whole reason God brought y'all together.
Right. It's not about just cuddling.
Right.
And like getting cute home decor.
Right.
To live
like,
in y'all place.
It's not always about that. And sometimes I just wish it was just about that sometimes.
Yeah, because those are actually just the perks, which is like, why?
Yeah.
Like, we actually have to do big things, great things. I just want to be a hobble and like decorate together and make cute dinners together sometimes. But
I mean, what you can, but
yeah,
it's still not the purpose.
Yeah, and then you have to go through hard times together as well, which is like
for the greater good.
For the greater good, it's that. Oh, and finding Christian couple friends,
which I don't have.
If
you are in the Michigan area, we are looking for a couple friends around the ages of I don't really want anybody really too younger than me.
No,
I would rather have some mature
5 to 30.
Raise it up.
Okay, 27
and up.
Because I was thinking, because we
maybe 26, but really 27 to, I don't want you too old, so maybe about 27 to 35.
But I do like older a little bit because you need wisdom.
35,
yes. And some people that like simple fun, you know.
Yeah. Like, we don't always have to go out. Like, sometimes if I just want to come to your house and chill, we make dinner together.
Because that's the most that I like to do as well. Go to dinner or eat in.
Go to the movies, you know.
Movies are definitely. We like video games as well. We are a gaming couple.
Not a gaming couple.
We are. We are. I mean, I haven't played any games with him yet besides Sims. But yeah, we do that. You know, just simple, fun, wholesome.
I mean, it's good to obviously have a community. It's just like us, just us, not even just being married. It's good to have community and friends and stuff. So that's gonna be it for the questions right now. We're gonna do a quick cleanup. It's about it's 18 minutes left, and then we're supposed to let it sit out, cool on a wire rack.
2 hours. Dang.
Yeah, so we won't be eating this until later. So yeah, we're gonna clean up really quick, and then we're probably gonna wrap up this video here quick.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so our pie is done. Look at it. We were worried for a second because it was a little watery.
It was.
Taking it out of the oven, it was a little jiggly. It's still kind of shiny in some spots. But
it's firm.
Yeah. Any final thoughts that you want to give while we do this?
Be encouraged. If you're looking to get married, it's going to be work, but definitely 10 out of 10. Definitely worth it. God designed it, of course, so of course it's going to be a 10 out of 10. But I mean, you've been married the longest. I've only had 2 weeks worth.
I'm going to tell them to run.
Run. Don't marry anybody that you don't want to spend the rest of your life.
I mean, yeah, because this is a lifetime. Don't play with it.
Yeah, don't just be like, and then it's not about the wedding. It's about the marriage. So seek to make that more meaningful.
This helped encourage. We hope we answer some of your questions. So yeah, let us know if you want us to do another kind of vibe about relationships, and it doesn't just have to be us two. It could be Jordan, Lexi, other members of our family. Just let us know. Okay, so we're about to cut a slice first.
That's the truth. Okay.
We just got to taste it because it's looking a little soft.
It's looking a little.
Okay.
Can we eat that?
I don't know.
Salmonella?
I mean, it's cooked, but it's like really soft.
It is
You
good.
taste it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's really soft.
It's
pudding.
pumpkin pudding with crust.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Wait. Let me be honest though, it is delicious. However, needs to be a lot more moussey. Like,
what if we put in the fridge and let it sit in there?
Or should we bake it a little longer?
Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Even though that was kind of like a fail, but not a fail. We hope the rest of this video wasn't a fail. We hope you got something out of it. It was interesting to talk to Jada as a married woman now. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like our socials because some of the questions that we answered were from our Instagram. So go ahead and follow that so you can be a part of the next video.
And
I think that's about it.
Yep, because it is good.
All right, guys, stay blessed and stay lit.
Bye.